All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 8. Spinning past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down.
And he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants! A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch it now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit! Detroit! 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come back. Hey, black 22. Black 22. Reset, reset, reset.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's just taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a run with Geis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down. It's Payne, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. This is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 39. Reset. 2 jet.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Reset. Red. Black 22. Black 22. Hey.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on third down, Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the eye. Now Watson going to sneak it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Richmond.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Grant on the return. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run with Geis, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Wrap up.
Still moving. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A first down carry for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Richmond. Set. Green the line. Green the line. Check 99. Chip. Kill.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let...
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a half.